042 Express.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to today's edition of the 042 Express. This is basically the best entertainment station, and also we give you the best music right here on your 042 Express. We make sure we serve you as it is hot. You know, we play you those jams as it's coming out. That's exactly what we do right here. And guess what? I've got 3 brand new videos that you've been itching to watch. I'm going to play you all of them right here on the show. By the way, one's Tiwa Savage. And you just have to guess the other ones. I'm not going to tell you the names of the other ones. So all you need to do is just stay right there and tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your friends to tell your aunties to tell your uncles to tell everybody around you that it's time for 042 Express. Now, for those who don't know, this is your radio TV boyfriend, Edwin OD, the Blue Magic. And of course, I'll be here till exactly 2 p.m., right? Of course, right here on your ETV channel 50. And of course, you can also connect with us on Star Times channel 113, and we'll be live in your living room. By the way, there's a lot of things that we're going to be talking about today. There's a lot of tatafu that we're going to be talking about today, a lot of gist that we're going to be talking about today on the show. A lot of them involves Tyrese Gibson. We're going to talk about him. I spoke about him last week. I'm still going to talk about him today again. It's actually a development of what's going on with his case, you know, on, you know, the whole battle with his ex-wife. I'm going to tell you more about that. And also, we will talk about Jim Ike, the Nollywood bad boy. We're going to talk about him here on the show. And then there's a lot of things to be spoken about here on the show. All you need to do is just stay right there and don't go anywhere. Don't move a muscle. By the way, we're going to be starting today's show with this wonderful song, interesting song, wonderful song. It's not that new though, but you know, I just had to go to the United States to get you that song. Of course, you know how your radio TV boyfriend gets you. Of course, we're going to check out this song. Interesting song is coming from Macklemore, featuring Skylar Grey. So stay tuned and enjoy yourself with this glorious, glorious song. Don't go anywhere. I'll be back.
042 Express.
All right, so you just checked out that wonderful video, that interesting video, interesting super duper video right there coming from Pepe Nazi. Now, I like the video because it's very calm, very cool, and it's actually a song that you can sing in Yoruba to praise God. All right, so it's a great jam titled Ase, and on that song features Tiwa Savage and also Mastercraft. Of course, if you could listen to the whole drums on that song, the whole on the song, you know that Mastercraft is out there to play. Of course, great song. All right, so before that song, we checked out Simi's wonderful song titled Joromi, where Simi was trying to play the whole romantic thing. You know, she was just being nice and all that. She just, I think she was pretty on that video. The whole costume was nice. The directing was interesting. And the guy with abs is interesting. I'm sure that must have attracted a lot of ladies. Of course, that might be one of the reasons why a lot of ladies love that song. Interesting song coming from Simi. All right, so I think basically we're going to start talking about things that I have for you today on the show. I promise you guys that I'm going to talk about a lot of things that we have here on the show, right? We're going to talk about all these things now. First of all, now I'm thinking we should just, you know, fly outside the country and then, you know, do some gist out there and then come back to Nigeria. What do you think? I think we should just start with the most trending topic in the United States at the moment. It's about Tyrese Gibson. Yep. He actually came on Instagram. Very funny, though. To some people, it's actually funny. To some people, it's sad. All right. So to some people like 50 Cent, people like Michael Blackson, of course, he's Ghanaian, but he's based in America now. It's a lot funny. It's very funny. Very, very funny story. All right. So it's about Gibson. All right. So the crazy thing about Gibson, Tyrese, of course, for those of us who know him as Tyrese, of course, he came out on Instagram and started crying. Now, the reason why he was crying on Instagram was because he's been in a legal battle with the ex-wife. It's been dragging for so long. I think it's been there for months or years, right? All right, so they've been struggling with each other. And, of course, Tyrese got married newly. I think that was this year to a certain lady. All right, so right now, there's been a lot of battle going on between the two of them. They're trying to take off all, you know, legal custody of the daughter, and he doesn't like it. And he had to come on Instagram to cry. All right, so first of all, we're going to check out the video of Tyrese crying. You know, I don't know. You just see that for yourself. And when we get back, we'll talk about that. So stay tuned and check out Tyrus.
042 Express.
All right, so that's Tyrus crying. All right, I don't know why I'm laughing. All right, so there's a lot of conspiracy theory. I think 50 Cent came out to say, he said a lot of stuff that I would love to say myself. All right, so he said a lot of stuff, and a lot of people think that he is basically faking the whole thing. A lot of people believe that he's acting. A lot of people believe that he has a lot of money. You know, some analysts on YouTube actually say that he made a lot of money. He made a lot of money from doing a lot of things that he's been doing. There was a video of his that he showed a lot of money and a lot of drinks that are expensive and a lot of stuff that he spent his money on that were so expensive. All right, so I don't know what to make of it, but I think that's the video. You can tell me what you think about the video. By the way, for those who don't know, he's been requested, I think basically, based on what he said, he's been requested to pay more than $13,000 a month. All right, so that's a lot of money, crazy lot of money. But at the meantime, I think Will Smith came up with $5 million. You know, Will Smith actually supported him with $5 million. That's a lot of money for one person to give to another. All right, so he gave him the money to support the whole situation going on between him and the wife and all that. But it's all good. I think he's been thanking Will Smith for that. It's been a great one. He's been thanking him for supporting him, you know, on that legal battle. All right, so right now we're going to still talk about something else going on in the United States. All right, so we're going to talk about Beyonce at the moment. Now, we got to say congratulations to Beyonce. Any way she does it, she does a great work. She has a way of getting people to talk about her. She has a way of always being influential. She has a way of controlling people, you know, making people to want to think her to be very authoritative and all that. So it's really incredible of her. And at this point, she made her way to being the #4 influential person on Forbes list. Not just influential person, but influential media personality on Forbes list. That's a lot. That's huge. If I'm to say, that's very huge for her to pull off. We have people like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift was actually at the number 13 on that list, but Beyonce was at number 4, and that's to tell you guys that she is the queen bee, of course, even though she's not the #1 person there, but it's still something, don't you think so? All right, so a big congratulations to her. I think it actually came up from the whole song that she did, the whole Lemonade song and all that. Pretty huge, pretty interesting, wonderful. All right, so we're going to move now to the next story that we have, and it's all about the Nollywood bad boy. Who am I talking about this time? I'm talking about Jim Ike. Now, Jim Ike have been tried and found guilty of extorting someone of 16 million naira. That's a lot of money for you to get from someone. 16 million naira. It doesn't lie around though. All right, so he was actually extorted. It's actually a female counterpart that he was said to have extorted 16 million naira from. So I'm not going to call the name for now, but it's the story going around. But somehow I kind of feel like it's not true. I don't know what it is. I'm still going to dig deep into it and find more details for that. So all you need to do is just stay right there. Stay on your 042 Express every Mondays to Fridays at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m., of course. And you definitely find more stories, more developing stories right here. I'll get to tell you all of them. All right, so right now, I think it's about time for us to check out the latest videos, the latest music videos. There's a lot of them. I told you guys I have 3 of them, one of which is Tiwa Savage. But right now, I think we're going to start with this one. I think we should just wait a while for Tiwa Savage, all right? But for now, we're going to check out this one. It's coming from Dice House. Now, for those of you who don't know Dice House is actually an artist signed to Chocolate City. He's been doing well for himself. And on this video, he spread a lot of money on the video, a lot of money flying around. And I don't understand what he means. But hey, watch the video. Interesting one coming from Dice House, and it's titled Otediola. Enjoy yourself. I'll be back. Don't go anywhere.
042 Express.
All right, you're welcome back to your 042 Express. This is basically where you come for the best music and also the best talk, entertainment talk, basically. All right, so right here, I just played you that wonderful song that you've been waiting to hear. It's coming from Tiwa Savage featuring Wizkid, and the video is hot. Now, we waited. I personally waited for that video for long. I waited. I saw pictures and I was like, this video is going to be dope. And I waited for so long to see that video, and right now the video is here. Wonderful song coming from Tiwa Savage titled Milo. And before that song, we checked out the interesting song Cha Cha coming from Maya Kun. All fresh songs, fresh videos, interesting fresh videos right here on your 042 Express. Interesting ones. And by the way, the Cha Cha song, I don't know if it's going to take over the previous song, which is Mama that American did. I don't know if it has the fire to take over the songs. I don't know. We just have to find out. All right, so I've got someone in the building. I like to say it like that. I like to announce my guests like that,
Hi.
just like that. And she's pretty. She's very cute. And how am I going to put it? How do I best? What's she doing? Are you bribing me with your eye? She's trying to bribe me with her eye. All right, Peggy, how are you doing, dear?
I'm fine, thank
How
you.
you doing? How you feeling? How was your trip to Enugu? I know it was a little bit bumpy for you.
Yeah, a bit stressful.
Stressful.
But it's nice.
Yeah, and you don't
We're
need
here.
stress in your life.
At all.
At all. No stress, man.
No stress.
Yeah, but it's all good. But I'm sure you're gonna enjoy a lot of things, around.
Okay.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, just in case you don't know, she's about. I don't know if I should go ahead and announce these things. You should do it yourself.
I guess you should
right?
do it.
She's basically one of the greatest dancers so far. You have a dance school as well, right?
Yeah.
And you do a lot of great things. We're still going to get into all these things. A lot of things to be discussed about you. All right, so. But first of all, what's your best meal? What are you going to have when you get out of here? I'm sure you've been itching to eat something somewhere.
I don't know what it's called, but the mixture of beans and roasted plantain.
You don't know what it's called. You just called it.
I know it was a mixture. I don't know if it has a name.
We call it bacha
Oh, yeah.
once in a while.
Yeah,
but
I like
bacha
that.
has to do with yam.
Oh, yeah, I
You
like
don't
that.
know. That's how they do it. Just go there. I do it a lot. Don't.
It's very tasty.
Yeah, trust me, it
I
is.
love it.
If you're a Nigerian and you've not had it, sorry for you. You're missing out.
True that.
Okay, so we're going to talk about first of all, we're going to talk about your life.
Okay.
All right, what you've done so far, and someone just told me you won a contest. I didn't know that before then. I was trying to ask you. You have the composure of a model. All right,
Wow.
I've been looking at you. I've been seeing that you have this composure. This is my first time of meeting you in person, apart from us talking, on social media and stuff
Yeah.
like that. Yeah, this is my first time of meeting you, and I was seeing a different, more like a goddess kind. Yeah,
I'm
goddess
flattered.
kind. Yeah, but that's the reality.
Really, thanks.
All right, so how did the whole thing start for you? Did it start as a dancer? How did you start your endeavor? Was that in school?
Oh, yeah. I've actually been a dancer for a while,
How long?
since I was 8.
8.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then I took it professionally, I think when I was in my second year in school.
Okay.
Yeah. I decided to start a dance school when I was in my final year. And
Okay.
since then, I think I've been coaching a lot of people. And
You coach people.
yeah,
Oh, we're going to get to that.
okay. And well, people tell me you look like a model, you should go for modeling and all that. So I decided to dabble into that for a while
That was in your third year, or
in my final.
your
Yeah.
final? Oh, okay. So let's talk about you have an organization called what?
The La Peggy franchise.
Like Peggy. I love that name. The name
Thank you.
commands respect.
Respect.
When you say how do you call it? Pendragon.
Yeah, Peggy
Pendragon. It reminds me of this TV series. What's the name again?
The one with Uther Pendragon and Merlin.
Yeah, Merlin, right? It reminds me a lot about that, but I think it's kind of a unique name. Interesting.
you.
What made you go by Peggy Pendragon?
It's a long story.
Don't worry, we'll have all the time. Unless you don't feel like sharing.
I think I will just talk about the Peggy part and let the
Okay.
Pendragon lie. Peggy is actually a combination of my names, Praise Ekene Godwin, and then from secondary school, they started calling me Peggy, and just like that. But the Pendragon part, I think I'll let it go.
Yeah, we know. It's funky anyway. We love it that way. All right, so you know, we're the dance school. How did it? You know, you have a dance school, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole La Peggy.
Not really.
Okay.
La Peggy franchise is a talent management company and an event management company, also into media and promotions.
Oh, really? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
In one.
We try our best.
So what have you done with the company? How did it start? What inspired you? Because I know, you know, sometimes it's pretty difficult to, you know, roll stuff like that. You know, and I believe you started it while you were in school.
Yeah.
You know, while you were in school.
Yeah.
So how did it come about? How did you start doing stuff like that?
Okay, well, 042 Express.
Being a dancer, I've really gone through difficult times. Sometimes you go for an event and after performing you won't get paid. There were a lot of things that were just coming towards that, like dancers were not having respect, and so I decided to start a body that would represent dancers, like a management especially for dancers. But then subsequently we had to spread our tentacles to other talents like music, modeling and all that, but it was initially for dancers, like a management to represent dancers when they have issues with event planners and all that, so we could just step in and you know, intervene.
That's a great one, though. Interesting.
Thank you.
You look a lot younger to have that. I'll be honest. I'm just being mean, okay?
Okay.
But the good thing is you've quite made a name for yourself. I believe you've done quite a lot with that. All right. So, you know, I think we're going to talk about a lot of things today.
Okay.
I was just trying to talk to you so you get comfortable. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
I'm
So,
comfortable.
you know, you spoke to me about a lot of things. By the way, you spoke to me about a lot of things.
Yeah.
About yourself, and it caught my attention. Right, about the whole depression thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope it's okay to dive into it now.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. All right. So you spoke a lot about it, and I was thinking, what would you really define as depression? Because a lot of people they feel a certain way, but of course they've heard about depression, but somehow it's difficult to relate it to themselves. They don't know this is really it happening to me. So, first of all, what would you define as that, and how did you notice it's happening to you?
Okay. First of all, depression is a mental state. It's a mental illness. It doesn't have anything to do with how sad you are or how emotional you feel at the moment. It's something medical. It's not just about your emotions or your mood swings. I've seen people who say, oh, I'm having this mood swing, I'm depressed, or, you know, stuff like that. And maybe when you kind of counter a major life event, maybe losing someone or something, and then you suddenly say you're depressed. That's not depression, because it's a momentary sadness. Everybody could get to that phase and, you know, pass through it. But depression is something that could stay with you for years, like almost all your life, and you could start experiencing some kind of mental disturbance and episodes. Do you understand? It's something that should have been diagnosed.
Sorry,
So I decided to start a campaign, Say No to Depression, with the hashtag Say No to Depression and Speak Up. You understand? To encourage people, motivate people to speak up when they are going through issues. Like, I get to see people posting their suicide notes and all that. And
we've had a lot of episodes of that. Like,
yeah,
a lot of people do
recently
that,
it's just been too much, and I think it's going to be better if you're able to speak up about what you're going through than speaking up when it's too late, like when you want to take your life. I mean, if you could speak up, you would get help. Because after I got help. Some people wouldn't be able to talk to family Because, I mean, typical Nigerian family, we say, go and read your Bible.
Well, to be honest, a lot of people don't actually acknowledge depression, and that's the reason why it's creeping in. We believe blacks, especially Nigerians, were immune to depression. That's what we believe here.
And some people say it's a white man's.
Exactly. You understand? We don't even know. A lot of it, we're not well educated to that kind of stuff. But it's there. I think we recall when someone jumped the
bridge in Lagos.
And there was someone who killed the girlfriend and killed himself. And there's been episodes and episodes of it. There was someone. It happened here in Enugu.
Even
someone
just
hanging
yesterday.
himself. It's
even yesterday.
Really?
I got a BC. I posted that on my Instagram this morning. I got a BC saying, let me just kind of protect the identity of the person because I don't know the person. And says, please, if you know where Mr. So and so lives, try and reach out to him and save his life. And then I started trying to find this person on Facebook or Twitter or any social media so I could maybe get a number to call this person and all. I couldn't get through. And then this morning, a friend of mine sent a screenshot of what the person posted, saying he's sorry about the action he's about to take and he has forgiven those who, stuff like that. There's just been a lot of it going on. And it's really saddening because you could actually find help. Depression is treatable. You could treat depression, but people don't know about that.
How far do you think this, what do you expect to see at the end of your campaign? What are the visions you're having? Because I believe somehow that was the reason why I had to have you here, so you could talk about it and amplify it to a lot of, because I believe a lot of people have this ailment, and it saddens me. Right from when I heard about the whole Lagos bridge thing, I felt very bad about it. Right, so I was looking for a way to do that. I was happy to meet someone like you to get to join the whole campaign thing. So what do you expect to see? What are the plans you have for the campaign? How do you intend to make it amplified?
Excuse me. Okay. First off, I want to see a nation where people could, seek for help without the fear of stigma. When you're going through stuff, you should be able to say, this is what I'm going through, because you never know where help could come from. And I want to see a nation where people are a bit kind to others. I mean, a little smile, a little, how are you doing today, could save a life.
And not trolling people's
not trolling people every
it's
time,
crazy.
because you don't know what is in the mind of the person.
You
don't know if you might see
how mentally strong the person is to handle what you're saying.
Exactly.
It's just like what your friend told me. Truly, I'll be honest.
No.
That's tough, man.
Well, but I just think, when you say, how are you? And someone says, I'm fine, the person might not really be fine.
Of course, we know there's an automatic answer to that question.
I'm fine, yeah. we don't want the automatic answers. You could actually go further to say, I know you're not fine. How are you doing, really? That little, gesture of kindness could go a long way saving someone's life. And then if I'm able to get good sponsorships, seeing a place where even if there's a situation, for example, this person who is trying to commit suicide and posted something about it, if we have anti-suicide teams with ambulances and all that could rush out as quick as possible to save the person. If we could have helplines, toll-free helplines, where if you feel so depressed and you think you want to take your life, at least try and call the line, and some professional will be somewhere to talk to you about it. Then that could save a life. If at the end of the campaign, if I'm able to get such materials, go out, speak about it, Nigeria doesn't really have psychotherapists.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or you?
I think so. I'm sure of that.
Research?
I've done my research.
Okay.
I've done my research. Even if there is, not everybody can afford them.
Okay, let's just
so
say,
we should reach out to such people.
Let's just say it's difficult to get.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's
let me say that.
You'll be discrediting a lot of people that are actually into it. And
So
so we could say it's difficult to
get through
across
to
to
them.
and
Okay.
all that. So I believe they should actually make themselves available.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah, true.
just in case you see this on Instagram, Twitter, or places like that, you should know we're doing very hard to get you guys to stop being depressed. It's necessary.
Please stop being depressed. I'm
Okay.
trying. I'm
so
fighting.
it's a serious matter. Forget the fact. I'm just trying to, crack the air here so it doesn't get so. All right. So, we've talked about this at length. We don't have much time. Yeah, but we're gonna get to music. We're gonna dance a little bit. We're going to.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your favorite song again?
Sika,
Sika,
Niniola.
Niniola. All right. So actually, Niniola is my sweetheart.
Oh,
I didn't tell you that.
really?
She's my sweetheart. She's pretty and she does
Amazing
jams.
songs, yeah.
You should get her album. Interesting album.
I love her.
Interesting album. I listened. I was playing the album throughout yesterday, and it was. I can't. Talk
Her
much.
voice is something else.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it's something about her voice.
I'm telling you.
I love her so much.
All right, so we're going to be signing out now. All right,
Okay.
we don't have much time, so you're going to go ahead and tell people how to connect with you on social media and other platforms.
Okay. Well, you can reach me on Instagram, peggy_pendragon.
Peggy Pendragon.
Peggy Pendragon. Same on Twitter, Peggy_Pendragon, or on Facebook, Godwin Praise Peggy. On LinkedIn, Godwin Praise Ekene. Any of them, I'm always online. I could talk to people. If you feel like you need to share your story or you need some counseling, I mean, I'm not a professional, but with my own experience, I could help out. So.
All right, so
Yeah.
that's it. You can connect with her on those platforms. And me too, if you can get through to her, you can get through to me and I'll get through to her. My Twitter handle is @bluemagic_music on Twitter. On Instagram is @bluemagic_music. And on Facebook is blue_magic_music on Facebook. I'm also on Snapchat lately.
Hey.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Yeah, I'm on Snapchat. I don't remember my Snapchat.
All right, so Snapchat is bluemagic_music on Snapchat. So I got to thank you guys for being around for today. It's been amazing with you guys. So we're going to check out the song Niniola, Sika.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy ourselves with the song. Enjoy yourself.
O42 Express.